Hey guys, this is Holy War.
Cutthroat.
So, just got done watching Rampage in the about 2 hour runtime it took me to get done. And this is completely fresh off the cuff. So,
Wait. Why did it take you 2 hours for an hour and 35-minute movie?
it was an hour and 47 minutes because you always have to watch the credits just in case some cool stuff comes on, which there was nothing, but it's fine because I'm glad they didn't try and give a cheesy little cliffhanger like there's going to be a part two. It's good, nice content story, and let it be done. So I'm happy with that.
All right, so now that you've seen it, after seeing it, Cutthroat gives it a solid 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. What you give it?
I give it about a 7.5 because there was some good things that I really took away out of that movie. It was a good 2 hours. I didn't feel like I wanted my 2 hours back.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the camaraderie between George and
The Rock.
The Rock.
What was his name in the movie again?
He had a Hawaiian name, like Davis Okanye or Ohanye or some shit like that. I don't know.
The Rock.
Doing his rock impressions and isms and things like that.
Right.
So it was really good. One of the cool things that I liked catching was the glimpse of the old arcade cabinet in the
background. Of the office. Yeah, the executive office. I did catch that.
I was like, oh snap!
Yeah, I see what they did there.
I like it.
Now you know that they sell those cabinets now.
Like just the Rampage cabinet, or with the game included.
It has a game. It's the cabinet. With the game included, they sell it at Walmart. It's $180.
They sell the whole cabinet at Walmart?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna have to find some graphics and pull that up, but we'll see about it. But I might want one.
So you give it a 7.5.
I do give it because it was very entertaining. I mean, like I said, an Oscar-worthy field, it'd be more like a 3 or something like that. But as straight entertainment, popcorn, blockbuster,
it was good.
It was good.
See?
There was nothing that was like, man, that's trash. That's garbage. I mean, granted, there's fake parts, but I'm just saying there was nothing that pulled me out being like, man, that was garbage. So
right.
I really enjoyed it. But from the game, all the creatures came from humans that were transformed into creatures, not creatures already creatures and then expanded and mutated. So, I mean...
Wait a second. What are you talking about? That crocodile was not human.
No, I'm talking about in the video game, each of the characters were actual humans before they mutated into the monsters.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
So why are they so pissed off on the game?
Oh, just the mutation is what makes them go batshit crazy.
The mutation makes them aggressive, kind of like it did in the movie.
Yeah, but they were humans first. So.
Now, were they being experimented on in the game?
No, they were. I can't truly remember the backstory, but kind of the same way it happened is like Lizzie's got her transformation from a lake. Like she was swimming in the lake and transformed. Ralph transformed from eating something in the lore of the game, and I can't remember George for the life of me. I'd probably have to look it up, but that's just nerd knowledge right there. But yeah, they were humans first, and then transformed, not just creatures that transform. So that's a little difference. But it's a little difference. It's some knowledge, but to turn a pointless, meandering video game into a 2 hour runtime.
Pretty decent fun.
They did a pretty good job.
They did a damn good job.
I have to give them.
They did a damn good job.
I have to give some props on that.
You know, here's what I had to say. Here's my takeaway from the movies. That movie in particular. It was predictable, but it wasn't like that annoying predictable. I mean, you could see it coming from a mile away. You knew that the big croc was going to show up at the last minute. You knew that, George was going to keep on growing and growing. I mean, you kind of got that from the poster. He was going to keep on growing and growing, and that him and The Rock were going to team up. There was a lot of predictability in the movie, but it didn't annoy me to where I was just like, man, cut the shit out.
Very true.
Right?
There's very many movies that do that.
Right. Right. There's many movies that do that. I got a movie in mind right now that I'm suffering through. I'll save that for another day.
So what video is that going to be?
Extinction. A Netflix original.
Oh, Extinction. I thought you were thinking of Annihilation because like Annihilation was pretty damn good.
You know, I've been trying to get a hold of that movie. I can't find it.
Yeah, why don't you just buy it like everybody else?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He can't find it. Yeah, local retail store. Just saying. Just saying. Everybody
I
got
don't
it.
even know what I deal with black folk. Anyway, the points of this movie is that it wasn't annoying. It was fairly action packed throughout the whole way. I didn't feel like it was bloated with unnecessary dialogue either. There was like one portion in the movie where they were going toward the city where I was like, we didn't really need this dialogue, but you know, it was a good bridge between action scenes to have some dialogue. I think movies nowadays, they're trying to ingest a lot of unnecessary stuff to make the runtime long, but it's not necessarily an addition to the movie. It doesn't add or take away to the movie. It's just like, oh, let's get these two characters on the screen together and have them have some pointless dialogue. I don't feel like I got that from this movie.
That's also true. I'll double piggyback off of that comment because one thing about this movie is they didn't spend a whole bunch of time boring you with the lore. They were just like, hey, these are some mutants. They're fucking some shit up. And we got to find a way to stop them. And we're not going to do an elaborate plan how to stop them. We're just going to throw shit at them and see what
works.
And that's cool because I would rather them not try and do a Mission Impossible type thing. Like, we're going to do this and we're going to try and do this to get them to do this way to help them backtrack the mutation to do this at their home. Man, just like throw some stuff, let them break some stuff and let me enjoy my popcorn and enjoy this movie.
Right.
And that's what I'm glad that it did. And even though it was close to 2 hours, I didn't feel like it was bloated 2 hours.
Right.
And so that's cool. So
I think they had an overall good story too. Like, you know, they were able to recover George and get him back to his, you know, comedic, you know, lighthearted self toward the end. I was a little surprised. Spoiler alert. Cut it off now if you haven't seen it.
We spoiled the movie a long time ago. What you talking?
Oh, we did? Anyway, I did feel like they was taking it a little too far when they killed George at the end.
Which one? The stab through the heart or where he kind of
played like,
dead?
Yeah.
But that was funny. They recouped that very well. And that's what I'm gonna give them on that. Is they recouped that well because they didn't make it a cheesy trope like, oh, he magically survived or something happened and there's like, oh, let's give him some weird antidote that brings him back to life. They recouped it very well that he was just playing a joke.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, apparently the MacBook is telling us that we have gone too far in the video. That being said, we will cut this. Any other points you'd like to bring out in this video here?
Well, if it's still recording, I hope to get this.
There's a very obvious indication that it is still recording. It's something about that light,
the green light.
Yeah. I mean, just a small indication that it may still be recording.
I was just saying because most recording lights are red, not green. So I'm just saying. In the real world of everything, when you press a record button, and everything else that you do, it's a red circle. That's a green circle.
Well,
when you got VHS, it was a red circle. When you got that tape deck back in the day, it was a red circle. Remember the red circle?
I'm going to get a red highlighter and then color the top of the MacBook just to make you happy.
You might as well. Man, I can't
anyway.
But anyway. As we digress, well, we'll probably be doing a Mile 22 preview first before we go see it. So we'd just like to let y'all just think about that for a second. And I hope y'all enjoy the video. Take it easy. Holy War 007.
Cutthroat Jones.
Alrighty. Be easy. Peace.
Let me see. His battery actually did pretty good to watch a movie and and still be over halfway. Yeah.